Yeah. And Don has something that he talks about a lot, is that he wants to see a film that has an earned ending, whether it makes you feel good or not. But why don't you talk a little bit more about that earned ending thing?
Well, I mean, we were so conditioned to the industrial film, which is supposed to lead us to a happy ending. So, and that's kind of like popcorn or anything else, that you want more.
Right.
And that's all very good. We need those kinds of happy ending films. But the independent world, I mean, it's not necessarily following the first act, second act, third act.
Right.
Sometimes you want to mix them up. Maybe you've got 5 acts, maybe you've got 1 act. But the point is that how your story is told, how it's done, and how that leads to the ending, whatever it might be, leaves you with that a different feeling. But it should be satisfactory if all of the parts are earned and add up to whatever conclusion you've come to. And so those are really treats, because they're just a little bit out of the norm. It doesn't mean it's a down ending.
Right.
It just means that the story has earned this point. And that's we like that around. We do, because what it is you've taken a stand, you've worked your way through this thing, you've crafted it in such a way is that, okay, I didn't see that coming, and it's good. I'm with it.
So would you say this idea of earned ending, is that like your number one criteria for picking the films for your festivals?
Well, it's one. I mean, it is one. We because otherwise you can start to. We've watched so many movies over 8 years.
Of course.
That you can start to see where they're heading. The key there is, well, okay, maybe it takes a turn or goes sideways. Not sideways, meaning anything negative, but just things start to go, or the character becomes unraveled, or other things happen to them that are unexpected and sometimes negative. I mean, it could end up the guy turns into a bad guy or a bad woman. But if it's earned, okay. So that's all right with us. But that is something I believe in, an earned ending.
I think Don is really interested in craftsmanship.
Oh, absolutely.
Very much. You know, it's hard to go to a movie with him. He mutters and he'll turn to me, "That was beautiful." You know, I'm much more of a popcorner. You know, I do like to go to something that I feel good when I leave. If I'm going to spend that much money at a commercial film. But when I go to see the blocks that he's curated, it's really amazing to me, because at some festivals you'll see, you know, this film starts at 9, and if it's an 11-minute film, the next film starts at 9:11, and it just keeps stacking all day long. And he lovingly creates an experience, and over and over and over and over. At the last festival, we had 54 blocks. And that's a lot of gut wrenching, really reaching down. And then each one has a host, and then each one has a provocative title so that we can market to the right people. And he really kind of programs the festival out like a feature film. He really is driving everybody so that last day of the festival, they're reaching a conclusion about their own work and the experience. And it's really kind of draining and emotional for us. That last day, and when you see all the filmmakers, and their faces have changed. When they on that first day, you know, they want to make sure that everybody knows who they are, and they pitch and they pitch and they pitch. And on that last day, you see a room of 100 colleagues, and they're sitting and they're talking, and they've seen each other's work, and it's just a lucky position to be in for us.